Sharks. My name is Jeremy Carlson.
And I'm Caitlin Carlson.
We are here seeking $200,000 for 10% equity of our company, Crispy Cones.
Sharks, for years, we've been eating ice cream out of
This. Boring. Ice cream is royalty in the dessert kingdom. It deserves to be treated as such.
and you shouldn't eat Her Frozen Majesty, the Queen of Sweets, out of this crumbly cardboard coffin.
Barf. That's why I revolutionized the soft serve cone with Crispy Cones. Freshly made dough cones grilled rotisserie style, covered in cinnamon sugar and cookie powder.
We cook our doughy crispy cones on our specialty grill, fresh to order. Oh yeah, look at that.
Wow.
And then we powder them to your liking.
You then choose a spread like hazelnut chocolate, cookie butter, gourmet soft serve ice cream, a topping of choice, and what sauce to drizzle on top. Oh yeah!
Barbara, are you drooling yet?
I'm drooling.
So Sharks, who's ready to give ice cream the proper throne it deserves with Crispy Cones?
I am.
Yeah.
When can we start?
Right
All
now.
right, all right, let's go. Ding, ding. First off, ice cream is top of the heap for me. Too much to. I think I've talked about this on the channel before about my addiction. In fact, I had ice cream before just earlier tonight and the night before because it was my daughter's birthday. She's now 7, so ding, ding. For Ava and anybody that's in the super community and watches my live streams knows we love to play some Fortnite and yeah, so it's been awesome. In fact, I was just watching a video yesterday about she was 3 years old and we were playing Minecraft upstairs in what was my old office, and it was like so much crap everywhere and stuff. But yeah, oh man, ice cream. Anyway, I love this idea. I personally don't love waffle cones. They're just okay. The cone that Caitlin like crumbled with her hand, they're okay. I don't love them. They're just okay at best. They fit the need and they probably have a long shelf life. This sounds awesome. Now, what I'm curious of is like how many locations we got, how many how many cones are we selling a year? What are they selling for? What kind of customer throughput? Like, do they know what kind of customer acquisition costs they have to get customers to get to those stores? Do they have any trucks, or is it one location, multiple locations? But I do love that they, Jeremy has gone and reinvented what a cone can and should be like. I'm very excited for this, and I'm really hopeful that it's in my area so I can give it a try. Anyway, we're going to feature one of your comments from down below in the super community at the end of this video, as well as check out Jeremy and Caitlin's website and see what they got on in social media.
And Sharks, so you have a full crispy cone with a spread on the inside and then ice cream. And then the cone next to it should be a warm cone with a spread on the inside.
This is incredible.
Wow.
So it's almost a donut.
We don't market it as a donut, and it's not fried.
That's not fried?
It's not fried. It's not fried. We put it on those dowels right there on the grill, and then they grill with heat, rotisserie style, caramelizing the sugar.
Look at this delicious.
I know, we made that just special for you, Barbara.
So we know it's good, it looks good, it tastes good, it feels good, it's creamy, it's smooth, it's tasty. But how tasty is the business?
The business is super tasty, just like that cone. I started this company on the side of the road in a tent. I had no money. I was a freshman at college. The first year we made $21,000.
How long ago was this?
So this was in 2008. I designed a trailer in China and got it shipped here, and we made $70,000 that second year. COVID year, we were devastated. School was out, colleges went out, but we grossed $80,000 that year.
Out of the same trailer?
Out of the same trailer in the same small town. And then in 2021, we grossed $207,000. And then this year, we're projected to have $500,000.
Out of a trailer.
So we ended up selling that trailer because we grew out of it. We had an opportunity to open up a storefront in Logan, Utah. And then we had an opportunity to open up a storefront in Rexburg, Idaho this year.
We basically just grew out of the trailer, and we knew that if we wanted to scale this business, that we couldn't do what we wanted to do in the trailer.
I'm just curious. We don't know what one costs.
So it costs us to make $1.50 roughly to $1.89. Then we sell it for $7.59.
Well,
It's roughly a
expensive.
308% markup.
Yeah, but it seems worth it. I mean,
So I would say it's not that expensive when you compare to like a Cold Stone Creamery ice cream. I mean, that's really expensive, comparatively speaking. But you're not even getting a cone for that price. It's like, I think when I went there like a week or so ago, it was like $8.50 for a small, and that was without a cone. That was just one of their basic like Sunday mixes or whatever. So I would say that 750 is actually underpriced, though maybe not for the area that they're in. They got to get this to like the Jersey Shore. They got to get this, down on the boardwalks. I think it would just absolutely crush. I wonder, are we looking at a franchising play here? Because it sounds like they want to scale, and when you take franchising customers and you say, hey, here's our trailer, how cool is this? It's like, how much did you want me to pay for this? Like, it's not that it could be a great product, but the packaging always matters. And that's why I think it's so imperative that Jeremy and Caitlin got out of the trailer, grew the idea, got enough customer base, and got like real places that they could, put a stamp on their own and then go that franchising route.
It's gourmet. It's high quality ingredients.
how did you come up with this idea?
Yeah, so I actually served a mission for my church for 2 years in the Czech Republic, and they would make these pastry type things on the side of the road, and I was fascinated by it. And by the end of my 2 years, I literally had a dream in the middle of the night of me making these in the US. So I brought it back and I learned in my aunt's kitchen. I figured out the recipe. I flew back to the Czech Republic to perfect it. They hand make them in the Czech Republic. They put them over coal. So it takes so much longer, and you can't do that inside a storefront.
And Caitlin, what's your story?
So I was Jeremy's employee. He hired me in 2019.
I married my employee.
I have a background in photography. I do wedding photography and social media marketing and stuff. So he reached out to me just on Instagram. We didn't know each other, and asked if I would help him run the Instagram.
So you slid into her
You
DM.
married your stalker.
Yeah, and honestly, it's been the best. Like, we're so in love, and it's been like the biggest blessing to like grow this business together.
Look, that's beautiful, and it's great when it works out that way, right? It doesn't always get to work out that way, and it's only been a handful of years so far in the grand scheme of things. But that is also having that dream. I think is so key. I've been there where I've had dreams where it's like, oh, this is a thing that like I had a dream. I wake up, I sketch it out. And then flush it out, and boom, I've done a book that way. I've done a bunch of different videos that way. I very much in the believer of sleeping dreams as well as awake dreams. So if you're not like making sure that you're writing down these ideas when you wake up, or if you wake up in the middle of the night, get it out of your head. Go and do it, whether it's in a physical book like I write in, or just notes in your phone. Either way, get them out of your head and onto paper, so you can, even if it's not right away, might not be something that you have the bandwidth to do right now. You could do it down the road.
Okay, so now you're a retail business.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell us about each location. How many square feet, and what are the sales per location?
Yeah, so the first storefront that we opened was in Logan, Utah. It's 1,400 square feet. We were able to open it with a budget, including equipment, $90,000 for build out and equipment. And then we opened up the storefront in Rexburg, which is 1,600 square feet, and it cost us about roughly $150,000.
And what are the sales for the first store?
So Logan, Utah.
Hold on. Let me just point out something there. 1,400 square feet for the first store cost $90,000. The second time it's 200 square feet more, and I'm guessing that they did some big upgrades because they probably had a lot more money to spend into it at that point. So I think it's always important to like set your goal of like, okay, here's what like pie in the sky would look like of what I could, what I could envision if I had all the money to be able to do it. Now let's pare it back from there to get a more simpler version, just to get it working so that we can make money. So then we could, upgrade this store or go build a second shop that can make that dream closer to a reality.
Just barely hit a year mark in August 27th, and they did $298,000 gross.
And did you make money on that store?
We did not, and that is industry standard, especially in the food industry.
Right. I'm assuming you're going to want to franchise this one day, so that if I, as a franchisee, want to buy it, I'd like to make, you know, $50,000 to $80,000 a year.
Right, roughly $300,000. And we have a list of 11 people who are opening up 11 different stores in a year and a half.
You already have the franchisees.
The franchisees we've interviewed, we've done our due diligence for the past 5 months with them, and today, our first franchisee is signing their first agreement. In Arizona, it's going to be 3 stores in a year and a half.
How much do they pay you to get the franchisee?
First store is $30,000. The next 2 are $25,000. We have nailed the product. I know the importance of nailing it and then scaling it and not going too fast.
But you don't have the numbers yet to sell it to. You said you had $298,000 was your production, and you said you needed to have a store roughly make $300,000 to make any money.
Right.
So what happened there?
We've paid roughly $51,000 in attorney fees just to become a franchise company. I drove Lyft and Uber, and I grinded so much to kind of pay for those things, as well as we were able to pull out an SBA loan, and then we do have a line of credit open.
So how large is that line of credit?
It's $190,000.
Look, you're not in the ice cream business anymore. You're in the franchise business.
Correct.
And that's a completely different set of responsibilities. It's requiring training and understanding that, managing people, dealing with the expectations of franchisees. And so I don't think you have enough experience yet to get into franchising. I think you're too early to do that you still should develop and grow organically with your own stores. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Yeah, so the other thing that Mark didn't mention there was marketing, right? You got to be that marketer that's pushing the stores, you know, to get as many heads in. Now, again, as the Shark said in the very beginning, $750, pretty cheap. I tend to agree. Now, that part of the country, maybe that isn't, you know, maybe they don't have a Cold Stone Creamery that's charging like $750 for a small ice cream without any kind of special cone. So, like, to me, that dessert, I mean, you know, personally, here in the Northeast, outside of Philly, $10. You know, I could see, you know, $9.50, $10 easily, maybe even a little bit more than that. Yeah. So I don't think, I mean, heck, I just got 3 ice creams tonight and it was $18. So that was just 2 scoops of something, a small milkshake and a small flurry. Like, it's absolutely, I think it was $16, 18 with tip. So I would say if you're, you know, that $750, you're definitely, I think it's low.
Look, really impressive what you've done. For me, you're moving too quickly. When you take a franchisee's money, it's a commitment to them. And makes me nervous without having a proven model on the store. I mean, you might get there, but it's not for me. I'm out.
Thank you so much.
Guys,
yeah, the proven model part is it's not just you know, having a great product. It's not just about having, you know, you got to have the training to be able to train the people and show them how to do their books, show them the ins and outs to make it work. Yeah, I mean, they and again, I called it right. They're going for franchising. That's why they got out of the trailer. But it almost is like you gotta have like a second person, like a person that's just dedicated to dealing with the franchisees, like a complaint department, a checkup department, who's going in and making sure that the franchisees are doing everything that they can to maintain a set quality of standard of those locations that they have. You got to be real careful, and to have, you know, I mean, bless them, they were able to sell something before they even had a profitable location. You know, is incredible. But I think a lot of that could be solved just by tweaking up that price a little bit. $1.50 on the cost, if that includes ice cream and if that's, I don't know, maybe it's $7.50 just for the cone. They didn't quite say that. Now, if it's $7.50 for the cone, by the time you add ice cream and everything, I mean, I feel like you could break out the cone. I mean, other places do it, cone separately. And if the cone is $7.50, that is a pricey cone for sure. And then you add ice cream on that. Now you're at like 12, 13, 14. I mean, you see milkshakes for like $14, $15, $16, $20 that are just these big fancy concoctions that are great for Instagram, right? So I think that I wish they had clarified that actually, but maybe Jeremy and Caitlin, you'll clarify by coming on the show for an interview. So just drop a comment down below and we will make that happen.
I loved the business a lot while it was in the truck. I thought, 400, 500 square feet and this non-proprietary donut cone, which anybody can do themselves, means you have to run like crazy with this. Somebody like Barbara is going to come and say, I can do this.
Yep.
And I can do it in a much faster, better way. So
I guarantee you it's going to be down the shore this summer. If not this summer, by next summer, since it's been on Shark Tank. Just saying.
I loved it the way it started, in your dream. You're in a truck, but anyways, I'm out.
Thank you so much.
Listen, it's insanely delicious. It is better to me than any donut or croissant or anything that I've ever had, actually. I think you've done an amazing job.
Thank you.
I personally think the franchise model is not the way to go with this. For that reason, I wish you good luck, but I'm out.
Barbara, there are some other things that we are doing with our company differently, where we create a hype as well as scaling. Every week, we drop a new specialty flavor that's homemade in our store, like French toast, blackberry, huckleberry, and people go crazy over it. We have people waiting at the doors.
Something that Cousin's Maine Lobster does very effectively all the time.
Right.
All right, I'm very interested in this business, and I am the person that knows more about franchise and food than anybody here. All right, I'm gonna make you an offer.
Commercial break offer.
I am the person that knows more about franchise and food than anybody here. All right, I'm going to make you an offer. I'd like 20% for the $200,000, and I should really charge you 50%, if the truth be known, because I know so much about it. I know the pitfalls, I know the organizational systems, I know the attorneys, I know it all.
She does, and that is a phenomenal deal. Now, I'm just guessing, he's going to counter here, which is fine. Maybe counter down to like 15%, I'm guessing, just to try to pull her down closer to the 10%. But I think for absolutely worth it here. Absolutely. You're crazy if you walk away. And she knows it. She ain't going to back down. I don't think if she wouldn't come below like a 17.5%, but I don't even think at that point she will, because she knows what she's doing. And again, she's investing money into a company that's not profitable, has debt on the book, has a line of credit and some debt on the books, and isn't profitable, but it's off and running. The real problem is there's nothing really protectable there. So it's really comes down to the marketing. I mean, that's what majority of the franchising is marketing. Pushing that marketing button real hard to get people to think you first when they want something.
You go $200,000 for 15%.
Oh, definitely not. I'm giving you a great deal.
And she is.
It should be painful. It should be. Both sides feel they're not getting a great deal. She wants more. She said 50%, and you're howling at the moon at 20. This should be a great partnership.
As Kevin often says, all roads lead back to Barbara.
That never happens. It's a dead end.
17%.
No, what's the difference of 3%? It's Maine Lobster business. It was my idea to franchise it. I was the one who told them they could make much more of a profit on a truck than they could on a restaurant.
Experience is the one thing you guys don't have.
That's correct.
3% is nothing.
I was like, as Mark is digging in, as he's digging into the ice cream. I love it. Love it. Love it.
That's correct.
3% is nothing if you're going to be successful.
In fact, if I sit here another minute, I'm going to have to...
Barbara, we'll take your offer.
Okay.
Hey, let's go. We'll check out their website here in a second.
Can I give you a hug?
Young guy like
I've
you.
been watching you for so many years. Thank you so much. I was 12 when I started watching all of you, so all of you have been idols to me. Barbara's been the main idol, though.
Oh, you're
Like, I can't even believe it. We just like that with Barbara. Oh my gosh. That's exactly who we wanted. That's who we came for. She's such an amazing person, human, and she'll be perfect for our company.
Yeah.
We just know it.
We're excited.
We're super excited.
Yay!
I sure hope so. Great. Good on you for pushing back, but that wasn't going to happen. Anyway, as she on Shark Tank right at the top, crispy cones. I love the logo. Looks great. The the word, the verbiage looks great right there. I'd love to see faces though, people enjoying the product. We got Shark Tank sprinkled in under here. While I appreciate seeing this, I like seeing people in pictures, right? Like or side by side. I've said this before in some past videos. Want to see faces, want to see people to self-identify with who's going and who's enjoying, right? So oh my God, we need more people here. We need more people. So there's somebody making a cone. You can find a store. Let's see. I mean, it's probably, it's been a little while since they did it, but right now the only locations are Utah and Idaho according to their website. So I wonder if they have individual websites that they're getting set up. But so the ice cream is $7.59. The hot cone is $6.49. So it's actually what, $12, $13, $14 for this. Okay, that's definitely a lot more expensive than I expected. I mean, nice looking website, but people, where's the people? Fill this with some friends, right here, and get them over there to enjoy some ice cream and take some photos, do a photo shoot. Anyway, over on Facebook, we got 1,700 likes, 1,900 followers. They got there, in case you missed it, they got merch that's live. How it started in a tent. Ding ding, for started from the bottom. Now we're here. Very, very nice. Quite a bit of engagement on these posts. Great to see. Over on Instagram, we got 9,200 followers, which is pretty great. Some beautiful cones. But again, I want to see people, faces, self-identify. There's Santa. Ding, ding for Santa for sure. We've been dinging the bell a lot for this one. I just love ice cream, let me tell you. 15,000 followers over on TikTok. With 314,000 likes. Great to see, and a ton of plays on some of these videos here. 247,000 views on this video. Anyway, Jeremy, Caitlin, love to have you on the show. Just drop a comment down below for an interview. We'll make that happen. Like this comment here from Connor Cole. Hey man, I am an entrepreneur myself, and I have you have no idea how awesome you are. Thank you for the coaching and positivity. Best YouTube channel by far. Ding, friggin' ding. Let's go. I greatly appreciate you being a part of the super community, Connor. And that's why we're doing this. That's why it's what I'm all about, is bringing people together, enabling us to grow and learn. And I'm learning every time we do one of these videos as well. Not just from the sharks, but also the entrepreneurs and the industries, and taking in all those numbers, taking all the notes with my pen and paper and all that, bringing it all together to bring you this channel. Anyway, I appreciate you making it all the way to the end. I'll see you in one of these two videos over here. Take care and go be super.